Have a look how lean my legs are. Look at that. Where's the fat, man? Just pure muscle, skin. Lean, too lean. I'm age 43. And my legs have always been that lean the last 10 years. I would say my legs have been very, very lean. And I want to tell you a secret, how to get super lean legs. Some people are like, oh, your legs are skinny, they look horrendous. And some athletes are like, yeah, I've got too much fat in my legs. I want to perform better. A lot of girls out there like, most girls go, I've got too much fat in my legs. I want to lose fat. I'll tell you how to do it. All right, listen up. Fasted training. All right, why you should do fasted training. All right. Fasted training is going right around. I don't need stimulants. I just need to open my inbox and people ask me questions. Harley, my coach said do fasted training. What do you think? Fasted training is the dumbest thing ever. Don't do fasted training. Now, though, a lot of people out there, sincere, super sincere people, all right? But they're sincerely wrong when it comes to fasted training. Right? Now, and then some people just like, they just parrot whatever's trending. Yeah, it's like the sunglasses or a hat. They're like, oh, the trucker hat's trending, I'll wear that. Or I've got the big Oakleys or the small Oakleys, I'll wear that because it's trending. This girl's wearing high-waisted pants because it's trending. It's crazy. Fasted training is high-waisted pants. Like, how did that even come into a trend? Alright? Fasted training teaches your body to burn more fat. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I mean, you might burn more fat because you're starving yourself on your ride. Maybe. But let's go long term. Right? It's like drilling holes in your frame and your crank. Get a drill, just and you've lost about maybe 200 grams off your bike because you've drilled holes all over it. Short term, that's a good idea. You know, your bike's probably not going to fail on that first ride. Probably not. But what happens over time? You've drilled all these holes in it. You see, look, Harley, my bike's 200 grams lighter. Hey, Harley, I did fasted training. Yeah. What about long term? Right? Your bike's going to fail if you drill holes in it. It just is. When? Maybe today, next week, next year, 5 years' time. It's going to fail eventually. Hopefully I don't get hurt. Now let's get back to the metabolism. When you do fasted training, you know, your body's going, okay, wow, we've got no food coming in. And you want us to burn fuel. Okay, we can do that. The body is amazing at what it can handle. It's incredible, the abuse the body can handle. Look at any people injecting fentanyl and heroin, all that crazy stuff. And eating all this meat and fat, and the body's crazy at what it can handle. I mean, some people have got stronger genetics than others, but it's pretty crazy how much abuse we can do and still get through the day. It's nuts. But a lot of people prematurely fail in life in terms of life quality. A lot of people prematurely pass away from just bad mistakes, silly stuff. Now, fasted training definitely won't kill you, but it will kill your mood later in the day. It will kill your performances at some point. Intermittent fasting, you see the stress in people's eyes. They're just like, they want to eat, like, oh, I can't eat because the clock says. You know, that's dumb. That's so dumb. All it's doing is training you. It's an eating disorder, for one. It is an eating disorder. Eating disorder. It's in that umbrella there. 2, it's teaching your body to store more fat. It is. You got calories going out. You got calories going out, and there's nothing coming in. Not enough carbs coming in. So your body goes, let's hold on to all the calories that we're getting out because there's not much coming in. You know, we're in a famine. Now, the first time you do it, you get the newbie gains fasted training. You might lean out a little bit for sure because you're starving yourself. But eventually, you'll be like, hey, durianrider was wrong. Look at this. I'm getting lean. My legs are getting leaner, you know. But eventually you'll rebound because your thyroid goes, oh, slow down the T3, T4 production. Don't burn too many calories now, you know. It's like your body's sleeping, like just sleeping, you know, and you're stealing calories from it. It's like, oh. And then one day it wakes up and goes, oh my God, what's going on? Emergency, cortisol, come down here, help us out. You know, we've lost all this weight, this is crazy. And then it puts a halt to that progress. And then it does the rebound. So wind it back in. Come on, add more fat, add more weight to it, add more fluid retention, add more post-starvation obesity, add that puffy face, add that moon legs, add it in, add the chunky, add the thunder thighs, bring it on. You know, the HBG axis got shut down. Add that weight back on for the starvation nation. You know, Don't do fasted training. Dumbest thing ever. Often people will use stimulants as well. That's even worse. Not eating carbohydrate and then using stimulants like caffeine, theobromine, methylphenidate, modafinil, dextroamphetamines, aka Adderalls. It's the worst, dumbest thing ever. If you're going to use stimulants, make sure you're pounding in the sugar so your body's happy. It's like, okay, we've got stims, okay, but we've also got a lot of sugar coming in. We can chill. It's all right. That's the ultimate, if you're going to be going down that circle. But I don't recommend using stims. If you're going to use them, don't use them every day. And don't use them if you have any anxiety or any history of mental issues. Don't use them. If you're female, don't use stimulants. Use music instead. Use music instead. It'll be much, much better. You get a better rush, or maybe not a better rush, but you'll get a rush, and you won't have any hormonal issues from that. Okay, so stims, if you do use them very, very rarely, and then they'll work better, and you need less to use them, and you'll have less cortisol devastation there, and you'll have less thyroid damage. Fasted training, worst thing ever. It teaches your body to store. And then you go into, okay, I'll do fast training. It didn't work. I'll do 1 meal a day. I didn't work. I'll do keto. I didn't work. I'll go do bulimia. I didn't work. I'll do anorexia athletic. I didn't work. I'll do stimulant. I'll go do phenamine. I'll go do. It's just one thing after another. All right, stop the insanity. Stop the madness. Fasted training, dumbest thing ever. Actually, not the dumbest thing ever. It's one of the dumbest things ever. There's plenty of dumb things out there we can do. Fasted training, one of the dumbest thing ever. People are, I just do an hour fasted. Just have morning coffee, black coffee, just do like fasted training. Yeah, it's good, man. Like, it's good. Do what you want to do, man. All right? Do what you want to do. But if you want my results, age 43, but I don't want your results. You're not even that fast. I get to eat whatever I want, train as little or as much as I want, do whatever I want every day. I've called that pretty good life quality. For me. For me. Other people wouldn't like my life, but I love it. I get to wake up every single day, do whatever I want. That's my life. Created that. Didn't have rich parents, didn't have handouts, whatever. Created it through honest, hard work. Not scamming anyone, just honest, hard work. And that feels really good. But fasted training, it's if you want to get super lean like me, have a gaunt face, jaw you can knock on. Carbs are your friends, and just stop eating so much fat. How's your body meant to burn fat? Get rid of fat permanently if you keep adding it in. Now, I eat fat a few times a week to make sure my body fat doesn't get too low, because age 43, your body fat's down at 2%. Probably don't look so healthy for the most people. So even last night I went out, got some Hungry Jacks, got some vegan vegan fries, and some fatty vegan burgers. Not enough that I felt like, but enough just to have 50 to 70 grams of fat to keep that fat on my body every week there. So that really helps avoid getting too lean. Fasted training, man. Just stop eating so much fat. Right? Give your body a chance to burn the fat instead of coming over from training and then adding in more fat to your diet. Well, but it's healthy fat. Yeah, good. It's healthy fat, but it's still stored as fat. So you can eat 100 grams a day of healthy fats, and you're going to store 100 grams a day of healthy fats. And at the end of the week, you've got 700 grams of healthy fat on your body. And if you want that, if you need that, then great. If you don't, why are you doing it? The fat you eat is the fat you wear. But we need some fat. That's true. We get fat from fruit and vegetables. Even white rice has a little bit of fat in it. Minimal yet sufficient. Right? So this notion that you need healthy fats, you get fat from fruits and vegetables. You get fat from corn. Corn has enough fat in it. Lettuce has enough fat in it. You don't need to add extra fat in there. Now, if you're underweight, or if you're too lean, then yeah, you have to eat the fat. You have to eat the fries. You have to eat the avocados if you're getting too lean. You have to eat the fat. Otherwise, you don't have too low fat. You just be like, you can get pretty lean. But if you find yourself getting too lean, if your fat's too low, please eat more fat. Okay? Eat more fat. So that's what I do. If I'm getting too lean, just have some vegan cheesy pizzas, some fatty vegan ice cream. I don't eat too much of it though, because it's like it can make you feel a bit like clagged out. I don't like that. So I just eat a minimal amount, and I eat it regularly so I don't get too lean. So what else can we say? If you want to burn fat, just ride, man. And more importantly, Stop eating the fat. That's the most important thing. I'm trying to teach my body to burn fat. Your body does that anyway. Right? The thing you want to stop, the thing you want to focus on is to stop eating so much fat. If your goal is fat loss, there's a caterpillar here. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Oh, but in training you can spare glycogen for the end of the race. What race do you do where you're not allowed to eat carbohydrate? You know what I mean? Why do you need to spare glycogen for the end of the race? That's just the dumbest thing ever. Because you should be eating every 20 minutes of carbohydrate. Like why? Like what? What if there was a race where you weren't allowed to eat carbohydrate? I could understand the concept, but that doesn't exist. And all you're doing is you're just teaching yourself to ride at lower wattages, and store more weight and slow your thyroid down. So then your motivation drops. Then you need more stims, and then your thyroid takes another beating, and then before you know it, you're on thyroid meds for life. And then your moods it's just like, I'm not against using hormones, but I am against using hormones when you don't need to, because you're doing silly things. Okay, so this goes out there to everybody out there about fasted training. Fasted training, one of the dumbest things out there in cycling nutrition today, and running it. It's dumb. Have your sugar, man. Isn't it oh man, like, look how lean I am. All right. University degrees don't mean nothing. How lean you are, your daily mood, how your wife or your husband performs as well. Like a lot of these coaches out there, they write all these programs, but their wife or husband doesn't even ride bikes. They hate cycling because that coach just gives unsustainable advice. My girlfriends love cycling, and all my girlfriends aren't even cyclists before they meet me. I get them into cycling, not by force or whatever. They just fall in love with cycling because I make cycling fun. And when you make something fun, you take care of motivation, okay? And then it comes with all these benefits as well. Like your body looks better, you feel better, your digestion works better. Cycling's fantastic. It's low impact, unless you hit a parked car, or hit a kangaroo or crash because you're going too fast down a hill, or you weren't paying attention. Okay? Stay safe out there. Pay attention out there, gang. Be visible. Be seen. Pay attention. So there you go. That's the reality. I like to give the real world advice. People go, this little cookie cutter. Scientific data suggests this, durianrider. There's so many variables, man. There's so many variables. I like to look at things like the whole bicycle versus just a spoke nipple. Alloy spoke nipples are lighter. Yeah, but they make noise, they crack easy, and they corrode. Brass for the win. You know what I mean? Like, big picture, dude. Big picture, dudettes. Right, don't just get this myopic little but fasted training studies suggest that. Real world, dude. Real world. How does fasted training affect your penile function? You come home and you're hungry, your girlfriend wants to get rocked, and you're like, I don't feel like doing sex because I'm hungry now, and I just in a bit of a mood, and I'm just coming down from caffeine. Yeah. And she's like, great, go out riding again, give me 2 hours, I'll go bang the neighbour. Fasted training isn't real world, man. Right? It's not real world. I like to give real world advice because I live in the real world, and I like to create my real world. Fasted training, give it the flick every day. Jump on your bike. When you do jump on your bike, have your water, have a cup of water. This isn't a coffee mug, this is a water mug. Right? This is probably the only coffee mug in the world that's never ever had a coffee in it. Never ever had a coffee in it. Never even had a tea in here. Maybe I drank a few Coca-Colas in there, but 99.9% of the time, this is for water, sugar drinks, okay? Smash in more water. So I wake up, boom, glass of water straight away. Bite of fruit. If I don't have fruit, a bit of sugar in the mouth, go for a walk, go for a quick ride. And I will always take food with me. I take fruit with me. I take dates with me. Maybe some Cliff Bars. Are they too fatty? Yeah, they're okay. I take some vegan gummy bears with me. Take sugar in the water bottle with me. Take 2 bottles, 1 of water, 1 of sugar. Rinse afterwards. Good to go. So I never go hungry because you never know how long you're out there for. Yesterday we got caught out talking to some chicks up top of Mount Lofty with my mate Parrish, and you never know how long you'll be out there. Maybe you bump into someone, you get a flat tire, someone has a crash, you need to help them out. I eat and ride and prepare and train in a way that I'm a functional human being, the most functional version of durianrider I can be. I don't go out there no food, no preparation. It's dumb, man. Life happens. All right? So I like to give the best advice. And if you're living by real world advice, you find that everything gets enhanced. versus cycling for a couple of years, burning out. Like, I know a few guys locally to me, and I guarantee you they'll burn out in maybe, they could be any time. They could, if it wouldn't surprise you if they quit cycling in the next 2 weeks and were never seen again, maybe come back in 5 or 10 years time, that happens a lot, or they quit next year. But right now I can just see in their eyes, in their mood, in their tonality, how they train, how they think, that they're on the absolute edge, just ready to go into burnout, And a lot of them do the fasted training thing, and they're smashing the steams, and there's only so much of that your body can handle before you just go to heck with it, And their performances aren't even that good for how much time they're investing. I'm like, wow, you're a little bit faster than me, or maybe a lot faster than me. Actually, not a lot, maybe 10% faster than me, which is a fair bit. But you ain't going to sustain that, man. And I guarantee you that their mood at home with their wife or their kids or their husbands or whatever would be just like, downer vibes, all right? So it's not just about how you perform on the bike, it's also how you perform off the bike. Are you a downer, man? Are you a drainbo? Are you a whining SOB? So, oh my God, you're home again. You're just talking absolute nonsense, more whining. You know what I mean? Are you neurotic because you're undercarbed and emotional because you're fasted all morning and now you got some food finally and now you're like, ugh. Okay, so it's all about the life quality, man. The mood, the vibe. All right, we dive deep a bit on this one. Someone had to. Fasted training. Give it the flick. Give it the flick. Except though, if you're competition, right? If you're doing some racing or whatever, go on Instagram, say I did 12-hour fasted ride today. And then every day do 12-hour fasted ride on Strava, fasted ride, 100k, fasted ride, TT workouts, fasted ride, bit of ketones. Yeah, man, fasted ride. Spread it all out, spam it all over your socials. So your competition, go, yeah, fasted training, yeah. So their performance can go down. All right, do that. All right, that's the only time I'd recommend fasted training. But I couldn't do that myself because I couldn't sleep at night, destroying people's health or performances like that. That'd be full crap. Fasted training, heaps of olive oil, healthy fats in the salad. You know what I mean? Like, there's douches out there who do that, who don't train fasted, who are carbon up, who know the truth, but they'll promote low carb, keto, or fasted training. So the competition does it, and they get the edge. That's what happens, man. I think that's a douche move, but people do that, especially in the pro peloton. I've heard some crazy stories, people posting on Twitter and stuff. It's not about carbs, man. I'm eating avocado and egg for breakfast today. And then they're like smashing pancakes out of shot or cereal with sugar on it and just like in the hotel room smashing it up. And their competition thinks, wow, they're doing low carb. Maybe I'll try that on today's stage. Get bonked, blow out the back door. It does happen. It's tricks of the trade. I guess if you're gullible and dumb enough to believe it, the joke's on you, but I don't like to play those jokes. I like to come up with the absolute truth of what I would want to hear as well. The absolute truth. I want to give people the best information because I appreciate people give me that, okay? Treat people how you want to be treated, and this makes the world a better place. Fasted training, give it the flick, unless you're trolling someone. But even then, is that ethical? I don't know.